Hi and welcome back if you've been here before. I have been trying to do a reading for the new moon for the last few days, and each and every time something happens while I'm doing the reading, and yeah. So I actually was trying to do a shorter one on TikTok, and those are the ones that just kept getting interrupted. Um, So maybe it wasn't meant to be done on there and it's meant to be done on here. But we have a 12-12 portal when I'm recording this. And a new moon in Sagittarius, as well as Mercury is going retrograde tomorrow, I think on the 13th. But regardless of when you find this, the messages might resonate. So what I was getting for these transitions, Sagittarius is a fire sign, and this being a new moon, you might feel new passion, new drive, new energy, fired up, where in the last few weeks or even longer you might have felt despondent about your manifestations, your dreams, your goals, your life, maybe even felt lackluster about life because things were either not happening or not happening the way you wanted to, or delayed, or you might have been dealing with a lot of things in your life that you felt should have been over, or you wanted it to be over. You could have been having sort of like a Saturn return, where you were having things from your past, people from your past, either physically come into your life or try to come back into your life, or just remembering certain things that have happened to you before, and you've sort of had to feel your emotions around those things again, whether it was sadness or pain. You might have had to engage with family members or people you used to know, and you could have, say you were invited somewhere and you went, and you weren't sure if you were supposed to go, but you went, and then while being in that space you realize, like, I've outgrown this, or this is not what I want anymore, or I don't fit here anymore, or and either you felt really negative about this and like, I need to get out, I don't want this, or you saw it for what it is, and sort of lovingly acknowledged that this is not working, this is not it, and I don't feel some type of way about it. I just know it's time to move forward and grow. So Sagittarius is like the bow and arrow, the bow being pulled back, which can feel like things are going backwards, things are getting worse. And it's sort of just to take a final look and process what needs to be processed so that you can let that bow go so the arrow can move forward. And it could have either brought up a lot of intense anger, frustration, or it could have made you feel more inspired, more fueled to make changes. And now with Capricorn season, this is a new moon in Sagittarius, but it's in Capricorn season. Now it's time to ground the things that you have been manifesting. And often we think that we need to be building things to manifest new things, when sometimes it's more of a letting go, an unraveling, a breaking down, a disintegration of things. And us doing that inner work, or allowing the breakdown, allows the breakthrough. So your manifestations that might have seemed delayed or impossible because everything you were doing was just not working, it's going to ground now if you have been able to let go of the things that you have been needing to let go of. So this 12-12 portal is like these portals are a gateway into a new timeline. And the number 12, I feel like it's new beginnings in relationships. And that can be different kinds of relationships, but better relationships, more aligned relationships, more harmonious, happy, loving relationships. That is going to foster growth. That is going to, you and these people that you now connect with are going to help each other expand and grow. We have the 10 of Wands. Things might have been really heavy. You might have had a lot of responsibilities and a lot to carry, maybe even a lot of work. But through this, you have found a new sense of clarity and knowing in who you are and what you want. If you've been sort of questioning who you are and questioning if you're a good person and questioning if you're doing the right things, you're above the clouds now. It's not going to be cloudy anymore. You are going to be sure about who you are and what you want, even if you don't know how to get there. But there's a sort of a conviction energy. She's holding the sword upright. It's not in the sense of I'm going to attack someone with this. This is just like, I've got my knowing. I know what I know is sort of the energy from this card. And she's wearing white. So there's something about pure intentions, pure of spirit. This Sagittarius season might have been sort of a cleansing by fire. And it could have felt like a trial by fire. Like the ship is burning and it's going down. And even if it's gone down, you're still standing afterwards. And you are elevated above all of it. And even if the tangible physical things have fallen apart or burned down, you are left standing and you're unscathed and you're pure and you're clean, and you needed some mental clarity for this next phase of your journey. And it's going to bring either financial stability or just stability in your life. Why am I hearing you know what's yours or what's meant to be yours? And I've been hearing this saying a lot on all sorts of social media platforms is you're standing on business. And I'm looking at this guy with his 2 feet on his coins. What I'm feeling is like you knowing who you are, and you have wisdom and possibly even a good way of communicating, or have been able to communicate things that were really difficult. You have found things within yourself that can't be taken away. And you have made sure to hold on to the things that are valuable and important to you, but let go of all the extra things that are not really necessary or not good for you. And this is now, you're going to be in a space where you create abundance from within in a natural, healthy way. Because the Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Earth. She's out there in nature. People might even have thought that you're up in the clouds and your dreams and what you're talking about is not realistic, but you're grounding it now. Because your wealth comes from within, and you are able to attract it on the outside, or birth it and create it on the outside. You've probably had to stand your ground against a whole lot of things coming at you. But you always had the advantage because you were elevated on higher ground. And all you needed to do was just not give in. You didn't have to fight. Or that's a lesson you could have learned. You know, not fighting in the way you might have used to, or, you know, these sticks can't actually harm him. It can't reach him, and it's not swords. But it's stuff that sort of tested your will. Like, are you going to back down from the things you believe in and the things that you know? these things that were coming at against you, all the odds were meant to encourage you to keep going and to stand your ground and to sort of solidify your resolve and not to knock you off your pedestal, even though some people might have that intention to knock you down a peg. But those things help you grow. And now we have a lot of Pentacles, Earth energy here. Capricorn season is the season for grounding things. Capricorns are also extremely entrepreneurial. They are about the money. So this is going to be a tangibly abundant season for you. And you will know, even if there's just that little bit of doubt in you, we all feel a little bit of imposter syndrome or a little bit of fear. But whatever you've gone through, carrying all these heavy burdens and having a lot of things that are trying to deter you, you will feel a sense of, even if I doubt, I still know this is what needs to happen. This is what's going to happen, because I know who I am, and I know that I have all these skills, all these abilities, all this wisdom, all this truth, all this positive, radiant energy within me. And if all of these good things are within me, then surely I can create it. Even if the world is feeling like it's against me, I still have the ability to overcome all of it. Even if I'm exhausted and tired, you've made it this far, you've got just a little bit left to go. Or you're there now. A fiery climax approaches. Things are going to heat up. And you're going to feel, Aries is the emperor. You're going to feel much more. I feel like this is definitely boss energy. You might have ventured into self-employment or a creative path. And it's always difficult in the beginning, and even for a while, standing on your own. But you are going to become some sort of authority in some field, or you're just going to have that energy, that emperor energy, whether you're male or female, over who you are and your own life, your own authority, being in control of what you think, what you feel, and what you allow in your life, how you live your life. But things are going to get really heated. I feel like this is reaching a pinnacle of something. Let's get one more card to close this off. You are good enough. Maybe all of these things that you've been going through was just so that when you land, all your blessings come in and you finally make it big. That not only is it physical, tangible abundance, but you know who you are inside, and you love yourself, and you trust yourself, and you know you deserve what you have, and you are going to be able to protect your tangible blessings in a healthy, good way. You are going to be able to maintain it because on the inside you are good. And you've always been good. Sometimes we just need to know that we are good because our experiences can make us feel that we're not good enough. You might have had people that didn't actually believe in what you were doing or who you are. And either some that intentionally they just don't like you, or others that they just weren't sure what you were doing or why you were doing it, and they wanted to believe but they can't, because it's hard to believe in something you've never seen before. But you were given a vision or a passion for something, and you had to know that you are capable of doing this and that this is possible. And not because it exists or because it's been done before, but because the journey prepares you for the destination. The client prepares you for the altitude, for when you summit. So remember that you are good enough. You're almost home, and now you know who you are, and you are abundant internally. Your physical stability and security is coming. She's wearing red. This is root chakra energy. Let's get one more card to close this off. It doesn't quite feel like it's finished. One more, please. That one. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being or integration. Everything is so brand new right now. We have been changing internally, externally, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, on such a deep and expansive level that it can be scary. It can be trying, it can be difficult. But for some people, it doesn't look like anything is changing. They're not changing. Things are still the same. And it might even seem like they're good. And they may be good. But the mere fact that you have been experiencing so much means that so much is going to change for you. You have upgraded, you have activated, you have integrated. You are a brand new person. And sometimes when we're still in the old environment, we can't feel it, we can't, see it. But once you look at things in a new way and energetically feel different, then you start seeing all the newness. That is the reading. I'm not sure if there's anything else. If you have enjoyed this reading, please like, share, comment and subscribe if you'd like to join me again in another video. I am currently still doing zodiac readings, a look ahead for 2024. It's just short readings, not too much detail, but just sort of something to look forward to, what you can possibly expect or what you would like to align to. So I am doing those readings now, so you can check those out, and I hope to see you again in another video.